The problem with both Rollup and Cube is the fact that they're going to do an awful lot of work for me automatically, work with which I really don't get a whole lot of control over. This is where grouping sets come into play. Grouping sets will allow me to tell SQL, this is how I want my data to be totaled up. So for example, if I was using a group by of category, subcategory, and product, but I wanted to see totals for the combinations of category and subcategory, I wanted to see the totals for each category, and I wanted to see the totals for each product, I could do that by utilizing grouping sets. Grouping sets give me complete control over how I want my data to be aggregated. So the way that I would wind up writing this is actually by replacing the original group by with the syntax that you now see on the bottom of the screen, where I specifically say that I want the totals of category, subcategory, category, and then product. Keep in mind that the rules still apply, that if I have a column that's not in an aggregate, it must be listed inside of a group by, or in our case, inside of a grouping set. So to get our result, what we'll do is we'll take our existing query, paste that into a new window, and instead of having our group by, we'll say grouping sets, and then we'll specifically say that we want the combinations of category and subcategory. We want subcategory, and we want each individual product. And you'll notice that what we need to do is surround each with parentheses. So now, when I execute this, this will give me all of my desired breakdowns. Now, one of the challenges whenever you're using cube or rollup or grouping sets is to figure out which columns are which. I mean, yeah, the nulls are okay, but what happens if maybe we had null data already inside of there? Additionally, if I'm trying to create logic based off of that, dealing with null values can be a little bit of a challenge. Wouldn't it be nice if we could get a flag, maybe 1 or 0, depending on whether or not it's using that particular column at that moment for a combined aggregate?